Daytona. Daytona. This doesn't matter. Do whatever you feel comfortable with. Second lap, hot lap. Oh wait, no, let's do the cheese. That's right. I gotta show the cheese every time I do this. Fourth gear. I mean, technically you could just do first gear and come really, go really easy off the corner. Pause. Off the pit road. This just allows you to not put any heat in the tires. So now we're gonna find the part of the apron that has the least amount of bumps. We're gonna go about 102 miles an hour. I think this part has the least bumps, the one that's closest to the track. It's still up bumpy, but yeah. What the bumps do is they add little bits of heat into the tires that you don't want. And we're just gonna keep it 102, 103. This, and by the way, all this shenanigans is only worth like a couple hundredths. Basically, the colder your tires are, you'll go slightly faster on a super speedway lap. But you still want to get up to speed, so you want to be full throttle. A little bit off when you get off of the access pit, access road or whatever. Key here, and some people turn their force feedback off in this. I just already have my force feedback on really low. Doesn't add too much. You don't really want to go right by the wall. 1 and 2, you just have to make sure not to scrub any tires. So I'm just going to hold as minimal wheel as possible without the car moving at all in the corner. And then we should be good here. So I don't want to be right by the wall. That's going to cause me to scrub just a little bit of speed. I want to be right on the seam here. And then we're going to turn off the seam here. Turn down a little bit and then straighten out your wheels as early as you can. The earlier that you can straighten out your wheel, the more speed you're going to have. And then we make our way to the yellow. Right on the yellow here. Want to enter as close to yellow as possible without missing the corner. Very good. Hold it right on the yellow, just try to lock your wheel almost on it, don't even move it at all. And we let the car come up a little bit. Do that. I'll start easing my way back down again. Right on the yellow. 3 and 4, you can hold it a little bit tighter off the corner. Because it doesn't look as long. So we're going to make our way immediately down. We want to drive through the Geico restart zone. There. And then you just grind that to where you can go millimeters from the yellow line. But the main thing is just not fighting your car's momentum off the corner, because you don't want to scrub any speed at all. So even if you're not staying right at the bottom, you do not want to scrub your car's speed. Now, I do recommend you guys qualify for this. When you guys race, these races, it's pretty easy just to lock yourself in at the front if you qualify up there, because these cars don't really get a ton of runs. Like, there's not much going on. There's going to be a third line that tries to develop, but at Daytona it's a little sketchy and doesn't work quite as well. So really, if you can qualify up front, you can just position yourself in the best place for the full race. And I say this every time, and you can probably just watch a previous video, and I'm going to be saying the same exact thing. But when you get to the end of the race, the people who have been waiting in the back the whole time are all going to try to come up to the front at the same time, and then they just cause the wreck, and you're going to be in front of the wreck if you qualify up front and stay up front. So I just think that the risk versus reward is a lot better if you're controlling the race out front, especially in these shorter races. But yeah. Not too crazy, but other than that, just practice this and practice being a good pusher. That's what really matters. All right, thank you guys.